everyone, this is Mylan Stewart for PATV, and we're coming to you from Hofstra University at the first presidential debate between Donald Trump and Hillary Clinton here on Long Island. Today we're talking to millennials to see why they're one of the largest voting blocs in the country alongside baby boomers, but they're not excited enough to actually go out and cast that ballot. They are actually very much less represented in actually voting. So let's go check out some millennials and speak to them on why they chose their candidate and why they're going out to vote.
I think there's kind of just this desensitization to the voting process and in general for millennials, and I think especially it's this phenomenon that we're seeing come out now where trust is a huge issue, and I think millennials are feeling as though they're not a part of the process, or that their vote doesn't matter, or that we're being downplayed by baby boomers.
I feel like with Bernie, like he had a lot of people, and like there are a lot of people like our age that were really behind him. So I feel like right now people are trying to identify with like one of the two, and it's really hard for someone to relate to like everyone with the topic, so they don't want to make the wrong choice.
Most millennials seem to be liberal and left-leaning, so if they don't come out, that's fine with me, because that's actually better for Trump.
I do find that very concerning, especially because millennials are such a large chunk of the vote, and I definitely am going to make sure I go to the polls on voting on election day.
I'm registered as an independent, and I'm definitely voting, but I don't know who for sure yet. Probably Gary Johnson, not completely sure.
Right now I'm leaning towards third party, but if one of them are able to convince me today, then I'll see.
Voting this election year, I don't know. This is my first year of eligibility to vote, and it's very hard to decide if I want to vote or not. I know it comes down to us, like as a younger generation, our voice really counts, because our vote this year really leads the way for younger generations in the future.
I think what we'll start seeing is young people really rethinking that idea of maybe voting third party or not voting at all, and particularly because the polls are so close. They'll reconsider and weigh the importance of voting and, supporting a major party candidate.
What are you protesting?
What aren't we protesting? Inequality, sustainability. The system. We're trying to bring awareness to the issues that we don't believe will be covered in the debates.
No justice, no peace.
Every matters. Every issue.
What do you want to hear from the candidates?
I just want to hear whatever would be best for the country economically.
A lot of problems overseas, so foreign policy.
The importance of peace, which is the importance of pursuing a policy that does not drag us into wars.
What is a specific issue that really is swaying you towards Trump?
I just really like how he's cracking down on the illegal immigration issue we have in this country. My great-great-grandfather was deported for being an illegal immigrant back in the early 19-teens. And I think that's unfair to my family that they were deported, however everybody else gets a freebie.
What are you looking for in Clinton's debate performance today?
I think what I and perhaps other people who are looking for a little bit of something out of Clinton in tonight's debate are looking for is just a sense of genuine care for millennials and for the populations that her policy and her platform proposes to support. She's really trying to reach out in a way that's relatable and human.
Why are you voting for Trump?
There's nothing he could do that'll sway me another way, and I'm voting for him because I cannot stand Hillary and her failed policies, and the fact that Trump has built this company up to $10 billion plus. He's going to do that for America. He's going to make good trade deals, and we're going to be first again. We're going to be the best country in the world again, like we used to be.
I hope Hillary Clinton no longer baits Donald Trump, because it's honestly just a waste of her time. She needs to focus more on her policies, because her policies are actually fantastic for this country. If you read if you read about her policies, they really will help. Donald Trump doesn't have the same good policies that will help this country move forward economically or socially.
If by any chance the election was held today, who would you vote for?
Currently, I think I would vote for Hillary, but I mean, it could change. You never know.
Yeah, I would have to say Hillary as well.
I'm leaning towards Trump, particularly for my pro-life viewpoint.
I am a bit undecided because I am not convinced that either will be great, and I am also of the opinion that neither one of them will win a second term.
we should educate ourselves and we should vote because we do need to have our opinions heard. However, if someone has no idea what viewpoints either of the candidates have, I don't think it would be valuable for them to cast that vote.
It doesn't concern me that millennials have low participation rates because I feel like a lot of them aren't very well educated. I feel they get their news just strictly from headlines and they take that at face value.
I feel like a lot of people that are voting, that are millennials, are mostly going off what their parents believe in, because so much of what like teenagers and young adults believe in is shaped by their parents, and that's what really creates a strong foundation for their beliefs.
How important is it to have the first national debate on Long Island in your university?
I think it's really hard to overestimate the importance of this debate tonight, not only to the campaign season, but to Hofstra and to students. I mean, as we're talking about the millennial voting bloc, talk about the center of millennial generation.
We're here with Sabrina. She was undecided before. She is a philosophy and rhetorical studies major here at Hofstra University. And we just left the theater. You just watched the debate. Who are you voting for now?
I'm still a bit undecided because I thought in the beginning we were going to get some real policy arguments, but I feel like the candidates just devolved into attacking each other again.
I didn't really see anything that was new from either of the candidates. I think they were both what we've always seen before. Seeing them compete against each other, that was interesting. But honestly, I don't think that very much was new was brought to the table. I would have liked to see more on homegrown terror.
They didn't really talk about policy, which is what I was looking for. If I want to vote for someone, I want to vote for someone who will do this country right, not because I'm feared into voting for someone.
You know, I went into the debate, watching the debate with a very anti-partisan opinion. I didn't go into the debate with my vote decided, but after watching the debate, I think I'm more leaning towards Trump. There's a couple of reasons for that. One, I felt that Hillary Clinton in general spent most of her time attacking Trump and not so much talking policy, and I felt that a lot of the questions by Lester Holt were meant to attack Trump and make him look stupid during the debate. In an anti-partisan debate, you want to see questions that are tailored towards both candidates and not just one candidate.
Well, I think Hillary Clinton definitely has a very good demeanor. She controls herself very nicely and presents herself very well. On the other hand, I agree more on the subjects that Donald Trump presented where his viewpoint is at. I definitely align more with those viewpoints. However, his attitude and his behavior is so explosive, it's hard to like look past that and see what he's actually saying.
One of them wouldn't release their tax returns. One of them is hiding emails. I have enough of this. I'm going to vote third party. I know people say I'm throwing my vote away, but I live in New York, so any vote pretty much is thrown away because it's going to go Democrat no matter what.
I actually am decided. I am a ardent Hillary supporter.
Did anyone get your vote tonight?
No, I wouldn't say that anybody got my vote tonight.
Who do you think won?
Oh, Hillary.
Tell us how important it is to have the first national debate on Long Island specifically.
Long Island is divided. It's going to be a very close election here in Nassau County. So Long Island is like a microcosm of our divided country in terms of the economy, the demographics, and so forth. That's why I think it's very fitting that it's in Long Island.
So do you believe that the millennials could actually make or break this election?
Yeah, I have always thought that millennials can make or break the election, and here's why. Because millennials are people who either never voted before or who are voting infrequently. Depending on which of them can mobilize these less engaged voters, you know, that's going to determine the outcome of the election.
Thank you for watching our coverage of the first national debate. Now tell us what you think on the comment section below, and go to our website patv.org and let us know on the poll that we're taking. See you next time. I'm Mylan Studart for PATV.